My favorite Southwestern memory would be freshman year, walking around at night, going to the different buildings and talking about ghost stories we found on Twitter, like the headless pumpkin guy in the church staple, or the old Civil War hospital ghost at Reuter, or cow skull, and the tree that I can't tell you about that you have to find on your own somewhere on campus.
My favorite Southwestern memory is probably winning conference my sophomore year with my teammates who are also like my best friends. So that was one of the highlights of my Southwestern experience.
My favorite Southwestern memory is probably the candlelight service that they offer here every year. I went the first time a couple years ago, and I was just very moved by the music and just the community that was there. It's definitely something that I would recommend if you are coming to Southwestern. It is such a beautiful experience.
I think my favorite Southwestern memory is rushing Kappa Sigma, which is the fraternity I'm a part of. It was a really great experience, and I got to meet friends that are going to be friends for my entire life.
My favorite Southwestern memory was the snowstorm that happened my sophomore year, so 2020 I believe. The whole campus was just shut down and all the students were going out on the fields and sledding together, and it was really fun.
The one that came to mind right away was an event called Southwestern. It's when student activities brought out a bunch of different water slides and water games and things like that. So we were just running around the mall like children. It was really fun. It was a good study break.
Yeah, and they had a dunk tank and stuff, and that was one of my favorite memories of this year, yeah.
My favorite memory would probably have to be when I went to Colorado with Dr. DeMarco. It was a research trip, and we stayed for about a month in Colorado, and I did all types of species identification, and we set up a 10 to 15 year carbon sequestration study on a copper mountain ski resort, and so that was really cool. That was an awesome time.
So I think my favorite Southwestern memory is when I traveled to Switzerland over the summer of 2022. We actually went together, and we went with our professor, Dr. Long, and we stayed in the South Switzerland area in Lugano, and just went with a giant class of other SU students.